Autumn has come to upstate New York, and we find ourselves at New Era Field in Orchard Park. A few moments ago, to the delight of this Buffalo crowd, it was the Bills racing out of the tunnel as they get set to match up with the Miami Dolphins. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports.
We play to win. Let's go! Right, ladies! Check 53, right! Coming this way, coming this way. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Watch the ship, watch the ship.
This is Kenyon Drake, the fourth-year man from Alabama. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Watch the motion, watch the motion. 53's the mic.
Middle.
Watch it.
And now it's Rosen looking. It's complete to Drake. Fancy footwork at midfield. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the... Oh, Rosen is stripped to the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the...
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Stills the intended target. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Round 80!
Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Let me what you got. What you got?
LaShawn McCoy, the 31-year-old running back, his first carry. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Back around his goal line. Here's Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment. But here, he's one that has to absorb the contact. And as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here, a safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Rosen. And Dwayne Allen on the ground. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a 1st down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done. On 1st down, Drake. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. The 20, 10, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Kenyon Drake, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. Well, they don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
1st and 10 at the 39.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Allen now looks to throw. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This will be fielded at the 6. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Allen hands off to McCoy. Xavier Howard up to make the tackle. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Team 6.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
My 52.
Allen going to try and throw on third down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's McCoy. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
On first down, Allen. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Charles Harris able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Mike, 55.
To the air, Allen. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 22 yards there, a first down.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy who's covering you, he's usually pretty good too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
16-0. That's the score after one on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw, it's Allen. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. He was trying to get it to Zay Jones that time. And it's 2nd down.
Mike. Check, 55, Mike. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Now Allen throwing again. The left side completion to Jones. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Allen to throw once more. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. So off goes Allen, and on comes Stephen Hauschka for the Buffalo field goal. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and they'll at least get on the board here, still trailing, but 16-3 now. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
This one fielded at the 5. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Well, a couple of good division battles coming up in primetime this weekend, starting tonight with Sunday Night Football, Eagles and Cowboys from AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Then tomorrow on Monday night, it's the defending champs, the Patriots, on the road at MetLife Stadium to take on the Jets. 2 not to miss to close out Week 6. The throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Albert Wilson, the intended receiver there. But it's going to be 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. Rosen will throw. He'll set up the screen to Drake. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Now Rosen looking to throw. Whipping one into Allen. That's complete. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Hey, come on, now, come on, now.
Throwing now, Rosen on first down. Complete. This is Albert Wilson. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
All day, baby, all day. Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Let's get the ball.
They want to go to the air again with Rosen. Pressure comes and down goes Rosen. William Hayes, the pride of Winston-Salem State, coming in to drop him. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully
under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Jerry Hughes able to record his 5th sack of the season. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is...
It got his man complete. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. John Brown. His first touchdown on the year. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Rosen now off the bootleg, and the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 4th down, Matt Hawk is on to punt. The All-Pro Andre Roberts deep for Buffalo. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
I'm coming, baby. I'm coming, baby.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
56.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a first down. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game. Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Four receivers to keep tabs on here. 3 of them to the right side on 2nd and 5.
Hey, Mark 52. Hey, watch the slant.
And again, it's Allen. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Around 80.
52 right here. 52.
Throwing on first down is Allen. Dancing to his left. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Allen going to throw. And that's going to be incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. Jakeem Grant back deep for Miami.
Let's go.
At their own 7-yard line.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. This quarterback now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. Here's Rosen to throw. He's got Wilson, middle of the field. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Final play of the half here. It's Rosen out to his left. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these two teams. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. Allen off the play fake. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Allen. And that's complete to Croft. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run, because we envision them in offenses catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now Allen throwing on 2nd down. Throw left side complete. It's Jones. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
This quarterback now 10 of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's McCoy. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and it's a second down.
Now is 2nd and 6 at the 18-yard line.
Hey, round 80. Check right 47. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
They go back to the ground with McCoy. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made there by Kiko Alonso.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd down and 6.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Allen. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Charles Harris able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
A 49-yard attempt.
And this one is right down the middle. And that'll move him back within 6 now. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
Come on.
Rosen on 1st and 10. He'll buy some time right, and he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. He finds Hearns left side. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. A very solid gain of 27. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. Over the middle, the connection to Hearns. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
8 yards on the pickup brings up 2nd and 2.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Rosen to throw again. And he fires one incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. To throw is Rosen. He'll set up the screen to Drake. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a 1st down.
Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23.
Here we go again.
Throwing now is Allen. It's Beasley right side. A gain of 6 there on first.
Keep playing hard.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
You better, hold on. You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Hey, tighten down. There you go.
On 2nd down, it's McCoy. He finds an opening past the 40. LaShawn McCoy off to the races. Past the 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. LaShawn McCoy, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills draw a bit closer. So that's a really big play here in the fourth quarter. And don't look now, they're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just 1 score. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll look to throw on 1st down with Josh Rosen. It's caught right side. It turns. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
They completed the screen on the perimeter. That's exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
2nd and 12 after the 1st down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Now a man open down the middle of the field. 23 yards the pickup there. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
From midfield now, here's Rosen. Catch made right side by Wilson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. And to the left side here, Wilson. And some room to roam now. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Albert Wilson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And Jones has it over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Allen from the gun, he'll throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Zay Jones was the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down.
NFL quarterbacks work so hard on their mechanics. and they do so much repetition and practice, off-season, the whole deal. They expect it to be autopilot once the games start. That way it eliminates any type of pressure of the game, pressure of people in your face, all of that. That didn't shine through on that throw, though, did it?
No. A little bit of a dangerous pass and off target, too. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Allen, throw left side, complete. That's McCoy. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. The big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game.
Mike 55, Mike 55. I'm on. Mike 55. Check.
Hey, tight.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full.
Hey, Foxtrot.
Mike 55. Hey, eat.
Let's go.
On first down, Allen. Caught on the right side by Jones. And down inside the 15 he goes. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
47. Check. 47. Let's go. Both sevens and Mike.
Operating from the red zone now. Allen. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
Wilson snags it left side. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Throwing on 2nd down. Rosen. Now they go screen. It's complete. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Rush in.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll run with Drake. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
General West.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. And that'll set them back 5. Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it a second down.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They become a little more ho-hum right there.
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw is Allen. Just keeping the play alive. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Over the middle, complete. It's Jones. And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Balaj. He'll have a first down past the 40. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20. Now Balaj trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins.